watercolor.
All right.
If have
We
the time
are
for it, yeah.
live on the YT
Yes.
as well as TikTok. Today we are going to be doing art lessons.
More art lessons.
And then I need a ping because I always stinking forget.
Free art lessons. Whoopee! We are your art class outside of school, I guess. Can't access TikTok shop, and I don't know. It's because of my location. It probably is because of your location.
Yeah, it's not going to be available for everybody. Nothing really we can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok does not do out-of-country shipping.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Ooh, my voice cracked in a weird but pretty good way.
Honey Barrett. Mimi. Isaac. How's it going? Yeah, we got a couple of live stream guests that we're going to be getting on. Chris Falkenberg. Probably Gene Bond at some point relatively soon. Maybe some other people. I need a schedule to get Tony
Park.
Yeah.
Parker?
Tony Parker
Well,
on.
he sounds like a superhero name.
Yeah. Well, they usually start with the same letter, first and last name.
Yeah.
Tony Parker?
Like Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Can you show me how to do lips and ears? That would be kind of cool. Yeah, I can do that. Lips and ears. Let me just draw a cute little Mickey, cheerful Mickey, and then I'll do my little spiel. But yes, if you ever miss any parts of the tutorial, we are also live on YouTube. In fact, let me draw do our handle. Draw Anime Academy. And you can rewind to any part that you missed.
Laggy? I don't know why.
I don't know.
I don't see anything on our end about it.
All right.
Never mind, it's fixed.
All right, great.
Yeah, it might be TikTok having issues.
Okay, I can do some lips and ears real quick. Quick tip. Your lips wrap around a ball or an egg form, but you can also use a cylinder for the form. And the reason why there's like a short side and a long side is because of this form change.
If you leave and rejoin, it fixes, someone says. It's
Nice.
probably TikTok. Every once in a while, their stuff is weird.
Yeah.
How are y'all on the YT? Are you lagging over there or no? We have a good connection here.
I like to use this form right here. So you'll notice that with some lips, it kind of looks like a little bird. Like this. Really, really cute. And that is because it's the upper lip.
We're good. Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, if you want it to not lag, you can go over to our YouTube.
Yeah.
It's working fine over there. Draw Anime Academy. Same name on every platform.
Mm-hmm. Right here. If you want to draw this in a 3/4 view, this side will be longer, this side will be shorter. So it's like sometimes you'll probably just see like a little comma or like a little mark like this, a dip, and then a longer line that shows this side. And then here, this comes out. So this is what the form of the lips is doing. It's going in, then out, then in again, and out. And if you want a simpler version of that, sometimes a lot of time you'll just see this. Oop. That's like how I would think about lips. I do talk about lips and features in our anime art school as well. Men and women would also have different kind of simplifications. Like with men, for example, it's more common to see the lower lip emphasized and just a line for the mouth. But with girls, you know, you'll probably get more of like this Cupid's bow, or not this kind of like cutesy shape on the top because of the puffier lips. And you can also get like lipstick and stuff.
It depends so much, though.
It does depend a lot,
lips
though.
vary so incredibly much.
It does.
I remember Glenn Vilpoo's lesson on lips it's just like there's so many different kinds of shapes that it can be.
Yeah.
But there
really
is
can.
a general underlying structure, and if you learn that, it'll help a lot.
Mm-hmm. Can you do facial proportions for both men and women?
Like, you got really thin lips, you got
Yeah.
really thick lips, you got like a big upper lip, a little lower lip, a big lower lip, a little upper lip,
Got
narrow. Like, there's so many different kinds of lips.
There are.
But like, they will generally share like an underlying structure. Like they're all over the ball of the mouth, which has the teeth and everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Fixes were being like that. Is that Procreate? Yes, it's Procreate. How do you draw so well? It's a lot of practice. A lot of practice learning the fundamentals of art.
Yeah, hey Rick. Hope you're doing good. Way less laggy there. That's good. Close for chibis. Maybe we'll get to that in a little bit.
That'd be cute.
Hey Midnight Cup. Hi, I'm new and your anatomy video with the torso helped a lot. Awesome.
Awesome. Yay. So glad about that. Yeah, I can draw a few like body bases
That's
for
great.
chibis.
Welcome. Honestly, I have no idea what to talk about today.
I don't know. We'll just kind of guys play by ear. Can you teach how to draw eyes? Yeah. Learning so much from this than my friend. Well, I mean, that's good. I hope that your friend also learns a lot too. We can definitely talk a little bit about chibi clothes. I would say chibi clothes, you probably won't get a lot of folds. You'll probably just get like the most important fold, and sometimes that could just be like one fold entirely. So like for instance, a realistic shirt may have a lot of action and more room for detail in this pose. For example, like you may get more details like seam lines, more folds that are showing the twist of the shirt. And as always, when you're drawing clothes, you always have to understand what the body's doing underneath. So I always draw the base of the chibi first. And then I think, okay, when this clothing is moving, like, is it doing this? Where it's actually usually more attractive when you see a little bit of like this negative space in here for clothing. And also to keep it more simple. So like sometimes all you need is this. You just need to show where's the sleeves. Does it go past the arm? And is there like a little hint of the underarm right here? Where does it push out? Does it come out and cling to one side of the shirt? Or sorry, one side of the body? Where's the collar? How does it overlap over the chibi? And sometimes just this is all you need because it's meant to be simplified. But for me, this looks a little bit flat. So what I like to do is I'll add like a tiny little sliver like this. And this works for even like realistic clothes, by the way. Like I'm not doing this just as a chibi style. Like if you look at like Avatar: The Last Airbender, a lot of cartoons, like you'll see a lot of this concept happening. Now that makes sense. Well, that's good.
Yeah, like animation.
Yeah. Is it okay if I'm recording so I can save for later to learn? Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah, you don't need to though. We're live on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's all of our streams are saved.
Right here is our channel, Draw Anime Academy. Wanted to ask if there are standard steps to take when composing scenes.
There's a lot of them. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of different methods that people use. What do you mean by a scene? Like, there's a lot of very effective methods.
Yeah. I'll put a little shadow here. But yeah, you can see what's happening even with minimal detail. Like as long as you show like what's the form, how's it overlapping the area, then you have what you need. Composition tips. Make sure to follow after this.
Like
Hey,
backgrounds
awesome.
and characters.
Hmm.
Like I said, there's so many different ways that you can start. Like, a lot of people will start with 2 values, like Noton. A lot of people will start with like a rough sketch, really, really rough sketch.
Mm-hmm. Some people will just start with shapes that
Yeah.
look cool.
Like, it depends. Like, do you want your shot to feel like? I mean, do you want it to feel very like graphical and moody? You might want to start with like 2 values, light and dark. Some people will start with just like a really rough sketch with like a pencil or a line drawing. Some people will start with 3 values. Some people will start with the perspective grid and then do a sketch on top.
Mm-hmm. There's multiple ways to do it.
Yeah.
But like in the end, you're like trying to find the big picture. Like you're not trying to go into details right away. Sometimes some people like go with silhouette and they're like, oh, I want my drawing to kind of look like, I don't know, for lack of better words, like this. And then, okay, this is a good starting point. You know, what if we added some like light and dark? And then we refined what this thing actually was. So there's like multiple ways to start it, but
Art made on stream.
how do you draw a body? I'm a beginner learning to draw. We'll see if we answer that question later. Is there also a tutorial on how to render clothes? There are a lot of, we do have that in our anime art school. I don't think we have one on rendering clothes in our videos on YouTube, but I definitely talk about rendering clothes and how to think about the process in our school like this. It's called the five value system. So it's like thinking about what's your sketch? What's your base colors, which is like the overall average colors of everything? What's your light and your dark? So this is like where I establish my light source. This is where I'm adding shadows based on my reference. What are my hard and soft edges? Just getting all that in here. And then afterwards, I go deeper. Like, do I put lighter lights and darker darks? And then finally, it's like extra details, which is just clarifying. But you can see that this and this kind of stayed the same. Didn't really change that much. And that is because I really made sure to keep the light and dark very much intact. And you're not ruining it. Can I ask what brush you use? This brush you can find on our Discord. It's in the resource share channel, and Colton made this brush, and it's the pin message in there.
I'm just looking really quick, like this. I don't know if that was up long enough. If you need that, it's just on our Discord server, and you can go to drawanime.com.
Yep.
There you go. So I'm just trying to look at some of my work that I've done on stream, like So I may start off a background with just a sketch. Like, I started this one with this sketch right here. So I literally started with a drawing, and then I just kind of mashed a bunch of colors in there that I felt like belonged. I wanted some, like, warms and cools and greens. And I was like, oh, maybe here's some of my lighting. So I kind of, like, lit the ground, and then I started painting it in. Like this, right? Thinking of surfaces and stuff. So like that's one way you could do it. Like I literally just started with like a little sketch. And then I'm like, what do I want to do in the background? And I have layering and I have some verticals like the bamboo. Foreground. Right? Refinement. Detailing out stuff. Considering my light source. Right? And then I just like add stuff as time goes on, words, right? Adjustment, an extra character, stuff like that. So like that's one way you could start a background is I'll just do like a rough sketch and then start just putting blobs of color with like what mood do I want? I want it green and I want cools and I want warms. Like that was basically my idea there. But I don't start everything that way.
Yeah.
I'll start with just blobs. And it really depends, like this one right here.
Oh yeah.
How did I start this one? Like that. Right?
Keeping that like overall read intact.
Yeah, like I knew I wanted two figures on top of a light stripe, like a light diagonal. So it was like this.
That's literally the composition.
That's the composition that I'm thinking, right? It's easy to understand. So it's like, yeah, I want two figures on top of a light background. And then I just keep that and I detail it out more so. I think you drew the faces of this one, right?
I did draw the faces.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. And then you just put it in the canvas.
Like this right here is the thing that most people don't figure out, and it's the most important part because it's your guideline. Like it's your guide. If you can see it from this level and you keep this all the way to the end, then the image is understandable. That's the Like everybody thinks it's all about perspective. Like, oh, if I was better at perspective, but it's really not about perspective. Sure, perspective matters, but like your graphical read, like, does your brain understand it from a simple level? That's the most important thing, hands down. All the landscape painters talk about it, right? You look at like Edgar Payne's composition of outdoor painting. You look at anything that has to do with creating like an image like that. The first step is always, does it read?
Yeah.
Is it something that my brain can understand from like an abstract point of view? Abstract being it doesn't have to be anything.
You just got to make it clear later on. Like, yeah.
Yeah. And so like that goes into, you know, there's like low key and high key, which is like, is it mostly dark, a little bit of light? Is it mostly light, a little bit of dark? Is it mostly in the middle, which is like mid key? And then there's like your, you know, your mood and everything. So if it's not reading in abstract, it won't be quite successful when finished. Yeah, I mean, if it's not reading in the beginning, you will have to get it to read during
The different stages.
during the painting. You basically will have to fix it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't read it, people don't like it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't read, it doesn't read. Like, that's all I can say.
Like, you get compositions that are like an L-shaped composition. And you're like, okay, what's happening in this composition? Like, oh, this silhouette could be a person. We could like stick another piece out and draw a leg. Like, it's still an L shape, but you can now tell like, okay, there's some context in there. This is still very abstract. Like, in the background here can be like just random shapes. Oh, I don't really like. I hate this brush for this situation, but it's really good for drawing. Like, sometimes you may have something like this, and it's like, okay, that's pretty understandable. And then you can always add more. It's a great way of explaining it. Thanks. Can you do more in depth on how those shapes can be used?
I mean, your general design principles: big, medium, small, close together, far away. Like, you'd probably want some sort of a focal point.
Yeah.
A lot of people do movie studies for this, like small thumbnail movie studies that aren't very detailed.
What about that one environment that you did that looked like a school grounds that was like really cool in color? It was like a red, pink, like.
No idea what you said.
What was that one composition where you did that like school grounds illustration with the dusty pink value?
Years ago.
No, that was not you. That was that was like this year. Recently, like maybe a month or two ago.
I have no idea. When did I do it? Was I in my room? Was I on
You were on
live?
stream. You were on
Okay,
stream when
so
you
I
did
was on
it.
stream.
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly don't
Yeah,
remember.
that's fine.
Dusty pink.
It was like a dusty pink, and it had like these.
Oh, you mean that recent demo?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I have to go up and find it. What about it?
Oh, I just thought that was a cool composition. Like, you started with abstract shapes for that.
Oh, this one, yeah. Yeah, that one was just on live stream.
And you were like just showing that you can use just 2 or 3 values.
Yeah, I talked a lot about like sticky uppy bits and lay downy bits in this one. This was a demo that I did on a live stream a little while back. Like, I don't know, a matter of weeks ago, probably, or maybe a month ago.
Is there a way to improve on hair? It's hard to know where to stop the upper part. I would draw your hair bald, your head bald first. Like, draw your head bald so that you actually know where to put those points. And really, I've seen so many different kinds of hairstyles that are ranging from like the bangs literally start here, or like far from the back of the head, and then it just stretches over and acts as bangs afterwards. Like, I've literally seen this hairstyle, and I'm like, dang, I used to think that it started from the hairline, but no, like, you can kind of start from any point that you want, as long as it acts like the kind of hair sectioning that you want. So you can just say, okay, let's just pick a point. Here's your hairline. Pick a point anywhere in this section. You just got to make sure that you follow it, though. So let's say, okay, I'm going to pick a little X. X marks the spot. And I'm going to draw some leaves on top. And I'm going to just sprout it out from this point. you're picking your points, and then you're deciding, okay, if this is really the bangs, I'm gonna have to like, this looks a little bit awkward, so maybe I'll just cover it up. And so now all these clumps are originating from this point that you've chosen. So it really depends on you. It's not like, oh, this is like this is the place to put your hair. You're the stylist, you know? Let's see. How do you know where to put the neck on the sketch? You mean this one? Well, it depends on the head angle. You kind of have to like narrow down your options. Like for instance, I could do something like this because the head could be tilting to the side, or if I put my neck here, then my body's leaning a little bit. It really depends on how you want to express the head. Like I think that this is cute, so to me, this is the form that I'm using. Here's the ball. Here's the cylinder. You can see that this is clearly tilted. And this is like a more milder version of that. Your neck doesn't really move that much. Your head is the one that moves around more. The guy sitting there with the white empty part, is that lighting or forming a background? I mean, this? It could be whatever. It could be light. It could be a white sign. It's abstract.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
Like it could be a sign in the background. It could be light hitting the building. It could be a laser beam flying. He's hiding behind the corner and there's a monster in the street and that's its laser beam, right?
Yeah, he's like, "Oh my gosh."
Like it doesn't matter what it is. Your brain doesn't care. It could be anything. That's like the idea of abstraction is
it could be anything.
You can turn it into anything. It's like seeing shapes in the clouds. If the cloud looks cool, it doesn't matter what your brain turns it into.
Boom. Now it's what Colton imagined it. I thought it was for perspective. It could be.
It can be.
It can be, absolutely.
Like you can use it as a tool for perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It's more just an abstract shape, though.
Yeah. Are there any quick tips that people mess up with that is quick and easy to fix? It depends on what you mean. Like, tips for what?
I would say most things aren't particularly difficult to fix. It's just, it takes a lot of practice to be able to do it.
Yeah.
It's like, technically, they're simple. It's just like, move this line 7 degrees, and then the perspective is correct.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, like, technically challenging.
But it takes a lot of experience to make those adjustments. Like, because when you're a beginner, you don't know what's right or wrong. Like, you could draw the best head that you ever could, but, you know, the professional or whoever who's better, like, will always see, like, oh, yeah, you can move this a little bit more. But, like, you won't see it until much later. One mistake that I made with heads is, and that I never noticed until much later because it was pointed out to me, was I used to make the back of my character's heads, like, really small.
I see that a lot.
Yeah.
I do see that a lot.
Like, my back of my head would just be, like, really, really small when I needed to, like, extend it out a little bit more. Sometimes that would definitely happen. My art class in my school only teaches about artists and not really about art.
That's common.
Yeah, that's kind of what you would expect for a lot of normal art classes, I guess.
Yeah.
Not specified art classes.
Huh.
Like, not like specifically for artists. It's more like, oh, you just so happen to have an art teacher that talks more about art than actually making it.
Yeah, it's not uncommon.
Yeah.
I never enjoyed those classes.
Yeah.
But there's nothing, like, wrong with them. It's just they're not designed really for people who want to learn how to draw. I think looking at artists is an important part of learning and getting better and doing studies and stuff. But you won't get better if you don't draw.
You know, something I noticed a lot in Pokemon is that they have really good throwing poses.
They really do.
Like, Team Rocket will have great poses in every mantra that they do, or like, introduction that they do. All the throwing poses are really good. Very dynamic. It'd be good to study, honestly. Hello? Yeah, I never enjoyed those classes. Also, it sucks because I thought they were going to teach me how to get better. That's why I come in.
When you draw anime eyes, you usually center them at the middle of the circle or near the bottom. Oh, the circle, like the original circle.
Oh.
For me, when I draw like anime heads and eyes, I look for this. Right? So like, let's say we got like an anime head. I look personally for this dip right here. So I don't think about the circle so much. Like, I know that the circle, it'll come down, and this is the brow ridge. This circle represents the cranium of the head, right? And as this cranium comes down, you're going to get the brow ridge coming down, and then the cheek. And then whether I want them to look up or down, like, this is the thing about anime heads, right? You want it looking down? Sure.
Yeah.
You want it looking up? Can do. Right? Don't care. This represents the brow ridge coming around. And then I'll put the eyes in there. And now it really will depend on the style.
It's very
Right?
good.
And if I'm looking up at it from below, then I'll probably see over this. And I'll probably see this hair coming out like that.
Oh, that looks so
Something like this,
nice.
maybe.
That makes sense. Thank
But-
you.
Yeah, that to me is the brow ridge. And the reason, and I noticed this after just drawing so many anime heads, right? Like, I've been doing my 1,000 heads challenge, and I just have been drawing so many anime heads. And looking at how they do it, where they put the eyes. And it is in that dip.
Yeah.
It's in there generally. Like, you'll see, it's pretty much always like, that's the cranium, and it comes down, and then however long you want to build the chin out is whatever you want, right?
Yeah. Well, that curve is created because of the eye socket and the cheekbone area. Like,
Yep.
it kind of creates that dip. Will this lesson be posted? Yes, it'll be posted on our YouTube. Can you give any tips for drawing like the professional mangaka? I'm talking about how to give anime characters depth like Vagabond
Huh.
and making characters have distinct facial features. I would say a lot of manga artists know their fundamentals of art.
Yeah,
So-
it's that fundamental
Yeah.
training.
Yeah. In terms of like distinct facial features, that is something that I do cover in our anime art school. I cover like how to morph those things, but you would need to understand the skull structure, proportions of the head, what it looks like normally, like in a realistic head, and then learn how to modify. So for instance, I'm teaching you stuff like this. If you know how to draw this, then you can do this. Right? Like, this isn't necessarily an anime character, but this could be like a very distinctive person. Like all of this. But like, you can see all the structure of the skull is there because I put it there. And then you'll be able to get more like different ethnicities.
Yeah. And it looks like in Vagabond, like, don't be tricked by the way that someone shows something. If they're drawing a head and it looks relatively realistic, like, let's just take this, like, Vagabond, for example, right? If they're drawing a head and it looks like this, beneath the surface, this is head drawing. Brow ridge, keystone corner,
Yeah, let's
the
go.
nose, right? You got this plane, look, this plane, the ball of the eye, right? The eyelid. Like, this is head drawing. You would learn this in a head drawing class. The way that they show it, which is like, oh, they're hatching, right? Like, they're showing this, but they're showing it through like hatching.
Yeah. They're showing the planes of the head through more subtle means.
Yeah, like
the ball of the mouth.
You would learn this in head drawing, right? Here's this forehead right here, coming over here, because this will tend to curve a little bit, right? Here's the eyebrows. So, like, don't be like, it's not like the technique isn't important. It's just built on top of a foundation.
Yeah.
Right? Here's the hairline. They're bringing it out from here, like understanding the hairline. That's like what Christina's talking about when she brings up this kind of thing. Like, it's built on this.
Yep.
And doing this a bunch of times, studying it, like, the person who wrote Vagabond, obviously an amazing artist who knows fundamentals. They know clothing folds. They know how to draw form. They know the planes of the head.
Yep. In fact, let me draw the, let me show this part. Like this. This is what you learn. Then you omit a lot of what's on the inside and only show what you want to show. But, like, you can see that this is very structural still. Thanks, guys. I love the explanation, but I have another question. You're welcome. I can draw those types of references with really good precision. I just can't draw it freehand. Is there any advice for fixing that?
I'm guessing what you mean by freehand is drawing it from imagination.
Or even from memory.
Because I think that's like a new term that's popped up, like freehand.
Yeah.
Freehand used to mean like with no ruler. Now it means like
yeah, that's
without
right.
looking at a reference.
Yeah.
That's because drawing without a reference is many times harder than drawing with one.
Yeah.
Drawing with a reference, you have to copy shapes.
Yeah. You just have to copy the shape in front of you. And it's already solved for you.
Yes, exactly. Copying a reference, you're translating something to an image to something else. When you're drawing from imagination, you're solving every problem that the image previously solved for you, right? The form, the anatomy, the composition, the pose, the story. It's like rewriting a book that already exists. You're like, okay, open the page. Okay, Carl went into the stairwell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like there's so much more to drawing from imagination and creating your own stuff. There's so much to it.
You gotta have a lot of research. You gotta draw a lot to memorize. Like, I can draw skull from memory just because I've just drawn it many times from start to finish. And then you get the rhythms over time because you're like practicing your proportion, you're practicing your form. You're like looking at the skull and being like, oh, so that's why these head planes exist. It's because of this.
Yeah. Like drawing from imagination, a lot of it really comes from understanding.
Yeah.
Understanding the form of something, understanding what makes it up. And then different artists will just show it in different ways. Like you could paint it with light and color. You could draw it with line. You could hatch it.
Like, these very specific curves isn't just coming out of nowhere. It's because they have an underlying structure as well. That's the foundation of a body. It's like the skeleton, right? Like, the reason why people can't draw jaws is because they don't know what the mandible's like. So they're like, I can't draw jaws. So, like, for some reason, like, my jaw looks like this and it doesn't look good. But then they don't realize, oh, it's a box going back in space.
It really does go back to those three components, which is like dimensional drawing, design, and visual library.
Yeah.
The ability to draw it in 3D space, the ability to know how to make stuff look good, which is like the design part, and then visual library is like the part where you understand it, right? And that usually comes from drawing it and studying it.
A derpy looking guy, but whatever. Ask where to find the brush she's using. It's on our Discord right here. This is in a resource share channel, and it is a pinned message. Yeah, you're welcome, Panda Studio. I appreciate it. Yeah, in the first week of anime art school, I have you go through and do a lot of skull drawing and portrait drawing, like, because anime, even though it is very stylized, it is based off of realism. So like switching between different styles, you know, you have to have a proper foundation, which is like understanding how the real world works. It's like in order to write good fiction, understand how the real world works and then tweak it to your own desire. I think I might be allergic to apples. I discover as I eat an apple. Stop eating the apple, Dahlia. Gotta think about each fundamentals of art as a new weapon added to your arsenal. It's kind of like that, yeah. Yeah, it is like that. Fundamentals is also more of like a tool rather than like, oh, you have to do it XYZ way. It's more like you can start one way and then switch if you find another way that works better. But as long as you're thinking about form, perspective, design, you can kind of start in any way you want.
Yeah. Generally speaking, most of the time starting from large and working towards specific is going to be your best route.
Yeah. I would say a lot of the reasons why people just are like having trouble with drawing heads, drawing anything, is because they lack foundation, you know? They lack the practice and lack foundation, but a lot of times people don't understand that foundation exists. They're like, what's that? You know? It's completely normal. I was like that too. I'm like, I didn't know that there was fundamentals of art that actually made art look good. Do you guys ship the book to every country if I want to buy? If you're talking about art books, these ones, no.
The short answer is no. we don't. TikTok Shop is not does not ship anywhere in the world, and Amazon only ships to certain places. I would honestly check your Amazon.
Yeah.
If you're not in the States, you cannot get it from TikTok Shop. It is their policy. They don't have international shipping.
Yeah.
I figured I'd just get to the point.
Yeah.
And say no.
Nah.
We can't. We don't ship it out ourselves from Amazon. It's print on demand. And from TikTok Shop, it's only available in the States.
Hello? I can get on Amazon? You have to check. You probably could, but you just make sure it ships to your area.
Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to check.
This brush is in our Discord server. It's in the resource channel. Resource share channel. Do you guys know how to draw the Genshin style? Yeah. Well, I would need to have a specific reference, but I remember studying it because I like the style a lot. But yeah, we would be able to do it. It would just be like understanding your proportions and how you're going to change it. Do you guys have a school? We sure do.
Oh, yeah.
We do. Where's my card? The card's missing. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's called our Anime Art School. And we do teach the fundamentals of art. So if you want to learn how to improve and draw your own characters and backgrounds from imagination, that is what we teach. Oh, can I draw soft anime eyes? Well, what would be considered soft? Like, I would say find your shapes. What is soft versus sharp?
Yeah, I would say it's kind of, what would it be? Kind of like a metaphor or something. It's like it's not physically soft.
Yeah.
Because your tablet screen or your piece of paper, it doesn't get harder or softer actually.
Yeah.
So you would go like, what types of shapes evoke the emotion of softness or evoke the response of softness? And that would generally have to do with round.
Yep.
A round shape language.
Round shape language.
Very round shape language without like dramatic, harsh, angular changes is generally going to be your best bet.
I would also find a lot of soft characters that have the style that you want and study those as well. Like, because you can have multiple versions of soft. Like, you can have soft cute, which is like probably more round and cutesy. You can have soft mature, which is like a smaller version and it's probably more angular for maturity. So it depends. I joined your Discord a few months ago, but I haven't sent a single art because I'm shy. That's okay.
That's fine.
Just post whatever you feel like. No pressure. I hope it does. Last time I bought an anime book tutorial, I didn't understand anything. Yeah, it can be hit or miss. But I hope that our book works well for you. What about boy soft? It would be the same concept.
Shape language does not discriminate based on gender.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen a lot of male eyes, soft male eyes that are very feminine, which is like more lashes. Like this, I could turn into a boy and be a soft boy, right? If you want more like masculine, you would probably have to sharpen things a little bit more, and probably add more more bolder details rather than softer lines. Like soft lines like this, where it's like, oh, very delicate. Lines are very thin, evokes daintiness, right? This is why a lot of shoujo manga have this quality to their eyes. But if you look at a lot of shonen manga, or like even Witch Hat Atelier has elements of like a soft and harder shapes. You rarely see a lot of action-packed mangas with this style of eyes, for example. But if you look at like a shonen eye or shonen manga type style, like you'll probably see like, okay, very solidly shaded, not very detail oriented, because they're just trying to get the point across. This is like, I want to make everything really pretty and dainty, and I like to draw slowly. This one's like, I gotta get these panels done, man. Like I don't have time to do all that stuff. So whatever genre it is, it just depends on what kind of line quality you use. I was wondering if there were any coupons for the school going on at the moment.
No, there's a watercolor promotion though.
Yep. If you get our anime art school, until the end of August, you can get a watercolor of your character sent to you. How are you guys? We're doing good.
Yup, doing good here.
Mm-hmm. You know, I was thinking, would you just like me to start that Miki illustration?
Dude, I would love it.
Awesome.
This is Colton's little commish. Little commish.
Alright. I'm gonna be doing watercolor. This is just for ourselves because we want to update our little watercolor collection for ourselves. I didn't expect to be doing one today, but I am actually quite happy to do one. So it's gonna be of this character here. This is Colton's character. Colton was so jealous he had to get it done. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I figure, well, the watercolors haven't been updated in ages.
Mm-hmm. Is there anywhere else it's available for the brush? If I don't have Discord? That's the only place you can get that brush specifically.
Yeah, that specific brush from earlier.
Mm-hmm.
No. But the other brush that we use is just a download on our website. I haven't put it up anywhere else. It's not a fancy brush. It's literally a brush that I made in like 5 seconds because Christina wanted something like a little bit harder and more like opaque to draw with. Like you could make that brush very quickly. I don't think the brush is special in any way. I just literally took a different brush and turned off transfer, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean the simplest equivalent is like a hard round brush with no pen pressure at all, and no size change or opacity. I need some target standard for this. Is drawing fast a good skill to have?
It depends.
It
If
does
you're
depend.
a freelancer, yeah, you make a lot more money. But yeah, I would say that totally depends on the context.
Yeah.
If you draw fast, you have to figure out more things to draw because you keep finishing stuff. So that could be good. That could be bad. Where it's like, dang it, now I have to come up with something else to draw.
Yeah.
It really depends. Generally speaking, if people want to become a professional artist, speed is great.
I like drawing Miki with a very teasing, like, face and expression. It just fits her so well.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that I sketch my portraits fast, but not necessarily consistent. What do you mean by consistent? You mean like skill-wise consistent? Like it's not doesn't look the same? You can always change it later, you know, as you continue refining.
I guess my question would be consistent how?
Yeah.
Like, does the character look different every time? Does the quality vary a lot?
If you took Miki to an all-you-can-eat buffet, what would she go for first?
She would go for filling up her plate completely.
With steak? I don't know. I have no clue. She'd probably be very indulgent. Probably with all their cravings. I don't really know, though.
By the way, we are going live all day this Saturday.
Yeah, we are. Woo!
50,000 subscriber celebration stream for YouTube hitting 50K. And so we're going to be going live all day this Saturday from 11 a.m. Pacific to, I don't know, like 9 p.m. Pacific. And we also just hit 300,000 followers on TikTok as well. Let's go.
I know, right? That's crazy, bruh.
Hey, Skinny One. Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
How you doing? How do you start to move away from using references? By studying the subject you don't want to have to use a reference on a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Draw it a whole bunch of times. Break it down. Analytically. Like, if you don't want to have to use, I don't know, a chair. What forms make the chair? Like, what are the proportions of it? How high is the seat off the ground? What's the curvature of the back of the chair? Draw it a bunch of times. But, like, draw it a bunch of times in a direction that brings you to not needing the reference. So you go, oh, what does the pillow look like on the back of the gaming chair? Oh, where's the seam line on it? What are the proportions?
Mm-hmm.
Is it twice as long as it is tall? Is it 2.5 times as long as it is tall? I feel like a lot of people go like, oh, I don't want to have to use references, but then they don't draw things in a way that helps them to not have to use a reference.
That's so true, actually.
It'll be like,
I just want to be able to draw without references magically.
yeah, it's like if you want to draw something without references, you have to understand that thing that you're drawing with no reference inside and out.
Yeah.
What does it look like from different angles? What are the
Ooh.
forms that make it up?
You know, in My Hero Academia, that the creatie, the girl with the red suit,
Nah. I have no idea. What's
okay.
her name?
Yaomomo.
Oh, the girl who
yeah,
creates
yeah,
stuff,
who
yeah.
creates stuff. Yeah.
Creatie?
Yeah, that's her hero name.
Oh.
She has to know the ins and outs of everything in order to create the thing from nothing.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of how you do it with drawing from imagination. But yeah, I
Like,
mean,
understand the forms of the thing.
mm-hmm.
And how to draw it from different angles. Definitely. It's very similar to that. Is it harder to get into drawing now when you're an adult? If your brain tells you that it is, then yes, it will be. If your brain doesn't tell you that it is, then it probably won't be. It's all psychological.
It is.
Like if you tell yourself it's hard, it will be hard. If you tell yourself that it's like, yeah, it's whatever, like I'll just get into drawing and have fun, then
That's the mentality you'll carry with you.
yep. That's the largest number one biggest factor for sure. I know a lot of people who started drawing for the very first time as an adult and they're professional artists now.
It really is a belief thing.
Yeah, for sure. If you tell yourself it is, it definitely will be hard. If you just jump in and have fun, then no, not nearly as hard.
How am I gonna do this part? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll raise an arm up. I feel like that's pretty cute.
Doing all right, moving is a pain.
Oh,
Ooh, are you staying in the state or are you
moving.
moving out of the state? You going like college or something? Guess what? My book will be ready for sale on Amazon in 72 hours as long as nothing goes wrong. Oh, awesome. That's fun.
Nice.
That's exciting. You're self-publishing, right? On like KDP? Are you doing paperback or just Kindle digital version? Do you do digital and sketch courses? Yeah, we have
Yep.
classes online. You can find it on our site, drawanime.com. The yellow button will be our school, our like classes that are in the shape of a school.
Yep.
And then the orange button will go to the Chibi class. After the class that you guys do like Google Meets or something like that. Only if you're doing the mentorship, you'd meet on a call. The anime art school, like the complete edition, is kind of like a recorded college that you go through at your own pace.
Oh, this watercolor is gonna cook.
That's great. Gonna be a try-hard piece.
Oh yeah. No, this is Colton's character Miki. But I can totally see why you think it's Bowsette though, because shape language.
She probably wish she looked like that.
I know, right?
She's like, oh, why? Thank you.
Why, thank you. Ooh, nice. All right, this is the harder part.
I don't even have a target standard up.
Oh, I do.
Do you?
It just, yeah,
It
there
just
it is.
went away.
Yeah, it just went away.
Oh, I love that stuff.
I know, right?
Christina started reading Dungeon Crawler Carl.
I did. It's so good.
It is really good.
It's so good. I'm drawing this girl right here. Colton's character. What kind of fine liner are you using? I'm using a Faber-Castell FH. It's a Fude hard nib. I don't know if you can see that on YouTube, but hopefully it's clear enough.
Probably. Fine.
Okay, I think it was on the ear here. There we go. Art style's so nice. I want one just like it. I appreciate it. Although my art style doesn't look like this all the time, though. Sometimes it'll switch depending on the mood and depending on who I'm inspired by. Just check. This should be fine. When did you start drawing like this? That's a hard thing to answer.
What does like this mean?
Yeah.
Drawing in general? You don't know when you started.
Oh. I started drawing when I was 4. I started getting serious when I was about 16. Although I kind of always been more on the serious side because I didn't really know what else to do with art other than just continue to pursue it. It's not like I decided, oh, I was just gonna doodle and do my own thing or whatever. I just drew every day. I drew a lot of illustrations as a kid. I only decided that I was gonna make it as my career like much later though. Even though I had no idea what I was gonna do.
I don't even think you thought about it ever.
I never thought about it. I just drew. I just was like, I'm just gonna try hardest on every drawing and just do my best. And then when I learned that you could make it a career path and you have to learn the fundamentals to do it, then it's like, okay, I guess I'll just do that then. I think I'll just kind of keep her arm down.
No arm up?
I feel like the proportions of my... if I were going to do my arm up, I have to redraw this a little bit. How's stream? We're doing good. Hey, Benji.
Hey.
Wait, Skits Comics is Benji now?
Is it? I thought that was always Benji.
Really?
What was it before?
Why do I feel like it was different? I always thought it was Benjibi.
I don't remember. How did you know it was Benji then?
Because Dahlia says Benji.
Did they?
Yeah,
Did-
responded.
Oh. Yeah. I figured that was Benji. It's the same profile picture.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure it's always been that, but I'm not sure.
I thought I... There we go. Jeez. I smacked the bug, but it didn't get unalived. Okay. Now it's better. All right. Time to erase.
Do you have any tips for making characters blend into the background of digital illustrations? I mean, assuming they're in good perspective,
Yeah.
I would say checkerboarding is probably your best bet. Checkerboarding being some parts of the character match the value of the background and like blend in, other parts of the character pop out.
Yeah. Okay.
Say that this is your character on the background and you got crap in the background. Maybe there's some areas that the character blends into in the back. And then there's other areas that it doesn't. So maybe like, oh, you got let me think. Oh, and then maybe we got a thing up here in the background. I'm just kind of painting abstractly here.
Ooh.
Right? And then assuming this is in like perspective, maybe you have a vanishing point behind the character up there somewhere. It could be like, I don't know, your vanishing point might be like here.
Guys, I just used your advice to draw based off of a skull structure, and it looks 100 times better than what I've ever done before. Thank you so much. Yay!
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I love hearing that.
I know, same.
See like how that feels blended into the background? Right? It's because it's like some areas there's contrast and some areas there's not contrast. And this is just like a random little example, but this is what painters do. Some people call it checkerboarding, other people call it shape welding. I think James Gurney calls it shape welding, where it's like you got dark on light, you got light on dark, you got dark on dark, and you got light on light. Something like that. And then, you know, you could have like a belt. Maybe there's like part of this sleeve that's light and then dark as well. And then, I don't know, the arm could come down here into like a pocket or whatever. Maybe it's longer hair. Maybe we'll give this character long hair.
Ooh. Oh, she's cool already. Dang, Brett.
See what I mean? It's like it feels integrated with the background because you have areas that it's blending or same value, like Lost Edge type deal, and then areas that are not. And then let's just say was a katana. I don't know. Maybe like right? And then maybe in front of this, we could have like right? Character kind of feels integrated, and then you can start adding more values in here and getting a little bit more nuance, like, oh, we'll remove that. We'll remove that.
Does blend mean same
We'll
value?
remove that. In this case, I'm using blending as like same value.
How's your anime face challenge going, Colton?
Like that. 560 or something. Let me look. I haven't worked on it a lot lately. 563. And then I did a couple today, but I didn't draw them in the document, just like drawing Abby a couple of times.
Your videos helped me a lot too. I started drawing 13 days ago. Nice.
Right, I still know where that vanishing point is.
Oh, I get it. Thank you so much. I've never looked at it in this way before. Yeah,
Yeah, this is
good stuff.
yeah, it's good stuff. So like that to me is how to make characters and objects feel integrated. Like they have to merge in some areas and separate in other areas. If your character's just like a sticker on top, it helps a lot. When your character is like a sticker on top, it's difficult to make it feel really integrated in the scene. Like that's painting. That's like, I mean, oh my gosh, dude, you'd learn that in almost any painting class by a painter who's good. James shape welding. Here's a thing. If this will load, dude. Thank you. Look at this. These are some of James Gurney's examples. You can see legs blending into the chair, magazine silhouetted against the background.
Yeah, that's
You
good
can see that
one.
all over the place. There's things that are popping out, and there's things that are merging together. Same here.
Ooh, merging shapes.
Popping out, merging together. This light right here, merging. This strong silhouette.
These are Ohuhu markers. In fact, I think we have a special discount for people who want to get Ohuhu markers.
Yeah, this is a really good example.
Oh, yeah.
See? The hat, the top part of the hat, same, different. Dark part of the hat is blending in with the hair, which is blending in with the doorway, but the face is dark against light. It's like light on dark, on light on dark, on light on dark, dark on dark, light on light, light on dark, dark on light, and then you're just doing that over and over and over and over throughout your artwork. And you add the contrast where you want people to look. So this guy's sleeve, not that important. Not the painter doesn't want you to look at that, so they don't add contrast. You just add like little pieces of candy here and there, like, oh, here's contrast, here's contrast, here's contrast. And of course you can see that they're using color as well. So the color is in the face, the color, there's a nice stripe down here. Like, they're not just using this to draw attention. Like, people interpret human faces as very important, so you look at it. Certain things are much more attention-grabbing than others. Human faces being one of the #1 most attention-grabbing things in the world.
Hands as well.
Hands, yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. Color, like contrast of color.
Contrast of light.
Contrast of light.
Contrast of subject.
Yep.
Texture.
Contrast of subject matter, texture.
So many different things.
Value, like, because a lot of people, when they think contrast, they think value.
Yeah.
It's contrast of light and dark. But you can have contrast of a lot of things. Whole bunch of circles, and then there's one triangle that's contrast of shape. You look at the triangle.
Narrative contrast as well.
Yep.
Like something eerie, but then you got something cute.
Teddy bear.
Yep.
Is this Demon Miki being shipped out?
No.
Nope, it's being shipped directly to my wall.
Oh, this is an oldie.
This one, this
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, blah. You want me to turn it up for you?
Yeah, why not?
It's cute.
All right. Is this the red? No, that's not it. Is this the pink? That is not it either. Yeah, this will work. How would you go about learning anatomy? Taking a figure drawing class and learning from big to small what's the underlying structure of the body, which is like proportion and form, and then adding anatomy on top, which is like now you're studying different kinds of muscles for specific bodies and different parts of the body. And if you don't know proportion or form, it's really hard to add anatomy on top. So I would really recommend that. I have a video called If You Hate Drawing Bodies, Use This Method. I cover like my start to finish process of drawing bodies there. All right. And then I'm going to use this purple.
I really do like drawing with the mouse.
You do?
Yeah,
It looks really good.
It works really
Ooh.
good. Just really solid. It makes me slow down and think. You ever notice how like
It's stopping
you'll like
me.
speed up too much, and it's like, no, I need to like slow down a little bit, focus a little bit more on.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, I did the wrong mic. I need to do this one. Test. Blah blah blah. Could be good.
Okay.
I accidentally turned down my audio. This is a cute song too, but I don't want it so loud.
Yeah. I like the other one more.
Like I'll speed up, and I'll need something to slow me down because I'll be like drawing too fast.
Like rushing.
Yeah. I notice when Craig Mullins paints, he'll like sit and think about a brushstroke, and then he'll put it down, and it'll be better than if he drew 5. You know what I mean?
I know what
he'll
you
be
mean.
like,
How am I gonna draw
Like,
this?
same with Lemler.
brushstrokes?
He does that a lot,
Yeah,
too.
He
He'll be like-
does.
you know,
Yeah.
I do that too much where I'll speed ahead. I'm gonna like slow down and think more deliberately about stuff.
Would you ever do an art battle?
With who?
Probably with each other.
Every day is an art battle for me. I don't need a self-inflict one.
I feel like we're not very competitive in that way with each other. If you mean like, oh, do art battle with each other, that's what you mean. What are each of your specialties? I'm stronger in character focused things, character illustrations, outfit design and stuff, cute characters. Colton although he's improved a lot, but like he specialized more in backgrounds and product design.
I've never done product
Or
design.
not product. Well, like, how to say it? Hard surface, I should say.
My background is game concept art.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of environments, backgrounds, props. I'm mostly a painter.
Mm-hmm.
Christina does characters, mostly characters.
I'm more of a drawer as well. Okay, then I'll add a little bit more extra. Let's think. Have you ever made an artwork together? Oh yeah.
Our whole life is an artwork together.
But yes, we have made like specific collabs together before.
Yeah, for sure. But literally, our whole life is an artwork together. Everything we do, these live streams, collab. Our books, collab. Everything. Our anime head models, collab.
Go. Oop, forgot this part. I'll just color this all in dark.
Did you publish the art you did together? Yeah, we'll post here and there, but like our books are published. Those are collabs, our classes, videos, live streams. Yeah, a lot of our stuff is up. Have you guys ever made any art for games or shows? Yeah, I did. My previous job was concept art for games. How are the classes going? They're going good. We're not running any live classes right now. We got a couple mentorship students.
Yep. Looks so cool. Thank you. Yeah, these are Ohuhu markers. When will the anime heads be available for sale again? I'd like to get a couple.
Anime heads. They should be up. Did we run out of stock again?
Did we?
Yeah, they should be there.
If you mean like on sale, I'm not sure.
I gotta make sure I'm caught up with all the streaks.
Did you want to open the Power World stuff today?
No. We'll do it on our big stream.
Okay,
I don't
sounds
think
good.
they're like secret cards or anything. I don't think it's like art. I don't know anything about it.
I love these markers so much.
What?
I love these markers so much.
Do ya?
Yeah, I do. Came from YouTube notif. Nice. Are those alcohol markers? Yes, they are alcohol markers. Seeing this drawing made me understand why stylized drawings leave parts white. Yeah, using the white of the paper is like your lightest value generally. But I'm probably going to fill some of this white with like a slightly lighter like watercolor wash. But yeah, I've definitely seen people do that. Bleach does that a lot. They'll leave whites of the paper as like their lightest.
Maybe that's why they call it bleach.
Never thought about it like that. I wonder why the series is called Bleach.
Literally just said.
Oh,
That's my best guess.
yeah. Okay. Evening, all from PST time, and welcome. It's cute, thank you. How do you know where to add the shadows? Because my light source is generally coming from like this direction, so anything that's overlapping it will generally be in shadow. That's my general light source direction.
What are the 3 colors you use for the skin? The funny thing is I don't think she checks.
No, not really.
She looks at the color temperature
Yeah.
in relation to what she wants to get in terms of the effect. So she would go, oh, I want my shadows to be a lot warmer and darker. And so she'll choose something warmer.
Yeah. The specific colors, though, I think my lightest, which is like this tone, is rose cream. My shadow tone, I believe, is probably like on the pinker side, which is like either light salmon or peach cream. I don't know, either one of these. These are the 3 colors that I probably use, though. I didn't check the color tone. I just...
What about that one?
That one is
you
probably
use
like a... No, I actually use that for the hair.
Oh, okay.
It's too dark. But yeah, cinnamon is for this hair, I believe. And then I'm going to add a little bit of watercolor. Oops, I forgot to add a bit of skin tone down here. Interesting how it says rose cream, but it's a much more like, not very pinkish. Not very rose-like. More like peach cream. I feel like those two got inversed or something.
I feel like one of the issues with these markers is that the cap color doesn't look very similar to the actual color.
Not at all.
So you have to have one of these.
Yeah. I know, that's what I did. Look how many
We're going to
tests I
sell
did.
this, by the way.
It already has a cool gesture. Like, look at that. It's abstract art. Marker tests. $5 million, please. This is made with no reference. Kind of. Partial reference for the character, and also I've just drawn this kind of pose a lot, so I can kind of do it from memory. Okay.
You designed Miki.
I did design Miki.
Well, at least that
this
version
outfit.
of her.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna add a bit of watercolor.
I like her brow ridge is kind of coming out a lot. That one.
Kind of. Yeah. Nothing little bit of marker
Just,
can't
like,
fix.
Pull it in.
Like that. Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, it kind of looks like this right now.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Which is obviously a pretty easy fix.
There we go.
Looks kind of like a vase.
Kind of does look like a vase. There we go. Yeah, it definitely need to be pushed in. There we go. Yay. Watercolors here. There we go. So now I'm filling in all the lights, my whites and the hair with a very light wash.
You recommend using bluish to draw the shadow for the body?
Blush or bluish?
Blush. Oh, blush. Like the color blush? Is that a color?
Or do you mean like the actual blush of the skin tone, like as it gets pink?
I guess I
something.
don't understand the question.
Yeah, because blush assumes like, oh, it's like the same for everything, or...
Blush is like blood rushing to the skin surface. So shadows wouldn't necessarily be the same color as skin in the light that has blood at the surface. You would definitely want to take into consideration the bounce light. That's going to determine what colors affect your shadows.
There we go. It's not the color that I wanted. There we go. I did forget the strand coming down on the right. Right. Do you guys both split between designing the characters for the academy school?
I'm not sure what you mean.
I would say the ones that we designed together was Miko, June, Tira, Naomi, and more it was like I was the character artist and Colton art directed it.
The school.
Like our Anime Academy characters, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I think. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Oh, okay, yeah. Miki and Abby are the ones that Colton designed.
Yeah,
'Cause those are
Miki
his
and Abby are
characters.
my characters.
Mm-hmm.
Miko was originally going to be called Sensei,
Yeah.
and we designed her together. And I mean, I would say it's kind of a 50-50 split with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no character was created without input from both of us.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them had any creation alone. Like June, we'd spend tons of time talking about her.
Yeah.
Tira, tons of time talking about her. Like, she was originally going to be like a gymnast.
Yeah. She was originally gonna have straight hair. I would say the one that got approved the first was Miko and Naomi. The first time I ever drew Naomi was the chibis on the front page. And we were like, oh yeah, that looks good.
Mm-hmm.
And Ray's the one that I specifically designed. So that one's I've done on my own. What markers did you use to color this? This is Ohuhu markers. My best friend and I did a split where we created our space characters, so I was curious. Ah, I didn't know that those are joint created as well. That's fun. What do you think?
Very cute.
This is the new Mickey watercolor that we're gonna use as a benchmark, or as a.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Wait. I wanted to add like a little heart thing or symbol. That'd be kind of cute.
You want like a succubus symbol or something?
Yeah.
You mean something
Like a heart.
Like that sort of thing?
Yeah. Oh, that's so cute.
It's like you could just do like a little heart with like bat wings or something.
Yeah.
Wow, there's a lot of them. Bow, bow, bow. You want to pre-design
Yeah, I need to
it?
pre-design it first. I'm being a little bit reckless.
Heart or something.
Yeah. I'm just gonna design the heart and then I'll figure it out.
Oh, that's fun. What about Mickey in like this style?
Ooh, oh. That's a really cool style. I actually really like that. Look, makes her look more like gritty. I like
kinda
that.
like that.
Are you guys into Enneagrams? I don't know what that is.
There's your answer.
You have preference for traditional or digital? I have preference towards digital. You know, you wouldn't have heard my teenage self saying that, though. It'd be like, I would have been like, oh, I prefer traditional because I like the feel of markers on paper.
You just don't get the
You just
same
don't get the
feel.
same feel.
Remember that guy in the painting class we took who was like, he was kind of like trash talking digital. I hate when people will hear that someone likes something and then they'll kind of like trash talk that thing. You know what I mean? Or like for example, like
Well, I'm kind of guilty of that
taking
sometimes.
we were taking this painting class, right? Your brother did that a lot. Where it's like they'll hear something like, oh, like our oil painting teacher was going, oh yeah, Colton and Christina, like they do a lot of really nice traditional stuff or digital stuff, and then the student in the class is just like, oh, I just don't like digital. It just doesn't have that feel. It's like someone will hear that you're interested in something. You know what I'm talking about, chat. Like someone will hear that you're interested in something and they won't like directly smack talk it to you. They'll kind of just talk about like their distaste towards the thing. It's very like off-putting.
Like, okay, you do you, I guess. And I'll
Yeah,
never talk
it's
about
like-
it again.
They're not like trash talking you. They're just going like, it's like, oh yeah, I love theme parks. And then the other person will be like, oh, I can't stand theme parks. And then they talk about like all of these reasons that like they don't think they're good.
Yeah.
It's just like, what? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I've definitely been guilty of that too sometimes. Skinny one. I think it's like an ego thing for some people, and then afterwards you kind of like learn a bit of the social cues, and you're like, oh, okay, maybe I'll tone that down. Have you ever drawn yourselves? Only for school projects back in high school.
Nah, not really. There's Mickey.
That's so pretty. I really like that vibe. Grey Hunter Miki vibe.
Maybe so.
She's like all serious and tough. Cool. I like that look. Do you have any tips for switching to digital art as a sketch artist? You just use the most familiar tools to you in digital and just try your best on it. It's gonna be a bit of a adjustment time, but just draw a lot on digital using simple tools and you'll get it. Oh yeah, I drew the mark.
That's nice. Oh yeah, it works good.
Thank
That's
you.
fun.
All right. Well, this is done now.
Officially
Very
done.
Nice. I love it.
Yay.
Can you say happy birthday to Dixon Myers? He is my little brother. He turned 6 today. Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to your little brother.
Yeah. Thanks, Dahlia. Or I can't wait to read my book tonight.
Yeah, dude. Oh, skinny one. Have you read Dungeon Crawler, Carl?
Oh, you totally
I don't
love
know
it.
why.
Well,
I was thinking you might have read it, but very, very fun.
what's the best resource for learning to draw manga? Any book recommendations? We have books.
No, I'm
I'm
kidding.
kidding.
I mean,
It's an option.
it's pretty good. We're pretty good option. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, we have a
No,
lot
I
of
haven't.
good reviews.
Oh, it's
You should
good.
totally read
Dungeon
it.
Crawler Carl is so good, dude. It's so good. It's so well written.
These are our books. You can get them on Amazon or on our TikTok shop if you're in the States. And these are like how to draw books.
6 is a ripe age to train him to become a professional artist. Nah, too late.
Too late. He can never be an artist. I'm kidding.
It's too late.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's a joke, by the way.
Yes.
That's what people call it.
Should have started at 3.
Silly little joke.
Mm-hmm. Will I be able to learn on the glass, or is a paper like a necessity?
You mean slippery iPad screen? Yeah, you can learn
Yeah, you
on
can
it.
learn on it.
I would definitely recommend getting a some sort of a screen protector. It's worth it for sure, in my opinion.
Oh, that's so cute. I love it.
You like that?
She looks so
style?
tough, bro. She looks so great. Serious Miki. I like it.
Yeah, it's like serious Miki. Maybe this will be like great
Alternate.
Miki style.
Yeah. I use paper like protector. Yeah, absolutely. You can totally use that as well. Like a screen protector that has a bit of grit on it helps a lot. I have one for my iPad.
Grit.
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 Grits.
Great. Love it.
Looks like a wild ride. Oh yeah, it's a wild ride, but super
It's
fun.
phenomenal.
Really good.
It's like dude, I don't even know how to describe it honestly. Like
If you
like a Western
Yeah.
isekai, but it's actually written
Really well.
with a really, really, really good story.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a comedy. I would almost say it's like it has like underlying hints of like a critique of how modern society works, but brought into like a fantasy futuristic setting. I really like the poking at the way
Yeah,
that
poking at.
this like society is and its ridiculousness.
It's dark comedy. Yeah.
Dark comedy.
It's like you'll laugh, but like there's also moments of darkness where you're like, oh man, that's depressing. But then
Yeah.
like funny moments happen a lot as well, just because
Yeah.
that's the kind of book it is.
it's perfect for
It's
this day and
perfect.
age,
I know,
honestly.
right? Like I love that kind of book. It kind of scratches a specific itch
Yeah,
in like your brain.
it's very good.
Which series? Dungeon Crawler Carl.
It's a lit RPG, so it's kind of like a Western isekai, like video game terms and components and stuff. But like it's written in a way that it's written really well. It's not just like isekai for no reason isekai, like a lot of anime and manga. It's
There's
like
a whole like it's
actually there's like a whole story and really
a reason why it's like
really
that.
solid world building too. It's not like, oh, you have stats and I'm the goddess. No, it's not like that. It's not like that.
Oh, that's funny.
It's gotten wildly popular.
This person's the person who wrote it obviously knows like the culture. They
Yeah.
know the culture and humor. Does your art school have video tutorials where you repeat it multiple times? Yep, where you can repeat it multiple times. Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
pre-recorded.
Yeah, you can go through it as many times as you want.
And by the way, we are holding the promotion where if you get Anime Art School, you get a watercolor of your OC done like this sent to you, and it'll be in like a protective case. And then this will be available till the end of August. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Well, I mean, I'm ready to wrap up whenever.
Sure.
Do you update it like art school? Do you update it and add more every time? Yeah, we do update our content. Yes.
I'm guessing. I don't know exactly what you mean. Like art school.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean like art school.
Like there are classes in it that are complete. Like you just have to go through them.
Yeah.
We'll occasionally add new stuff that we like go, oh, I should build a lesson on that.
Yeah. Like more tutorials? Yeah. I've updated weeks 1 through 6 on our anime heads and faces class and has a lot better content and a lot more tutorials as well. But yeah, if we feel like we need to add anything, we will add it. No charge.
Yeah, anything that gets added is free.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that gets added to the school itself.
Yeah. Halfway
Yeah.
through fabric and perspective class and course. Oh, awesome.
awesome.
That's sick.
I hope that you are liking it.
Yeah. Dolly says, I've started the updated classes, by the way. They are so well taught. Yay! I'm so glad, Dahlia, that you like it. Bye, Lou.
All right, I'll put this in my...
That's a good head. That's such a cute style with Abby, with the hairstyle up there. So cute.
566. 566. I really should get back on this 1,000 heads challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Although I guess I did a couple today, too.
Do you guys know Alien Stage? I only watched a few videos on it, but that's about it. I kind of know what happens at the end, though. Colton's never seen it, though.
I'm at the point where spoilers wouldn't even be spoilers for me because I literally know 0% about it. It's just like, oh, XYZ is actually XYZ. It's like, if I even started watching it, I wouldn't even know what the spoilers would mean anyways.
Yeah, a lot of time when I draw Tira, which is one of our characters, everybody's always like, "Oh my gosh, is this character from? It's Mizi from Alien Stage." So whenever I draw her in line work form, because of the bangs and the face, somehow people are like, "Oh my gosh, it's Alien Stage." That's me with One Piece. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. And the girl in the corner looks like Mao Mao. Which one? Which corner? I don't know which corner. I've had June. I've drawn June where a lot of people are saying, "Oh yeah, Mao Mao." Let me see, where is she? I know I've drawn her a few times. I forget where I draw her. No, that's not it. I don't know where I drew June, but every now and then when I draw June, people be like, "Oh, is this Mao Mao?" I started watching Apothecary Diaries. Oh, well, I hope you like it. I know it's very popular. So when I do line art and I'm finished with it, it just looks weird to me. I was wondering because I'm a perfectionist when it comes to drawing, so I can never finish anything. Got any tips? I would just say move on, finish the artwork, and then move on to the next one.
When I do line art and I am finished with it, it just looks so weird to me. I guess I don't really know what you mean by, like,
Weird.
the weird part. But I would go back to earlier, which is, like, contrast pulls attention. So if you have, like, a line, you could, like, this would be maybe one way you could do line weight, right? Where you go, oh, I'll make it thicker around this area. You could maybe make it thicker around this area. This could be one way that you could do it. So it's like thick,
Thin.
thinner if you want. That's one way you could do line art. There's also like overlapping form. So you could go like, oh, this form is going over this form, and you could add line weight underneath of it. You could like break this line off like that. You could go like, this is form. This is more has to do with form drawing. But you could go, oh, I'll make that dark down there, and I'll make this light up here as this wraps around. And then you could, you know, maybe go, maybe something like this. Right? So it's like you could have the dark would essentially differentiate. Like if I drew a box, the dark could essentially go, oh, this is a side of the box.
Ooh, love it.
And then maybe like you could do something along the lines of that, and we'll have maybe a broken line there, maybe some breathing room in certain areas.
If you only just trace over everything like with the same amount of pressure or not really adding any like nuance to your line work, then it can look sterile.
Yeah.
So line work isn't just like, oh, well, I just got to trace over it darker. It's more like, what else can I add with my line work that I didn't describe in the sketch?
That's called plussing. And so it's basically like it's an animation term, as far as I know, but they use it in a lot of industries, I think. And it's like your version 1, it solves certain problems. So it's like problem A and problem B are solved. And then you go over it again, and version 2 solves new problems that you did not previously solve in version 1, right? So version 1, you might have solved like, I don't know, like the pose and the composition and the perspective, right? So maybe you have like A, B, and C. So like your sketch might deal with pose, perspective, composition, right? And then version 2, you are like, well, now that my pose and my perspective and my composition are solved, what can I move on to that hasn't previously been solved, right? So you go, well, maybe some anatomy, right? Maybe like line weight. Right? Maybe like refining form, reinforcing form. Like in one sketch, you might just be like, oh, I don't know. I guess I'll just draw the stupid umbrella again because I like drawing these things, right? You'll go, okay, this is my sketch, and comes out and down, comes out and down. Actually, no, we'll do this. Like, here's the middle of the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's the top of the umbrella. Here's the handle. Boop, 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 boop. So, like, I'm solving certain problems right now. I'm solving the perspective. I'm solving the draw-through, right? And then in version 2, right, I'm solving, like, the perspective. I'm solving the draw-through. I'm solving the angle. In version 2, I might go over this and go, this comes in. This comes in, right? I'm using my first sketch. This comes in to solve certain problems, right? This comes down. This comes down. This comes down. Maybe I see this elbow come down like that. And then I could even add this, like, oh, I already have this J shape. That's what I solved in my first version. And then in my second version, I'm going, this is a cylinder. This, I can go like, oh. Maybe like that, right? Does that make sense? Like, I'm solving new problems in each iteration of the design. And I'll go, you know what? This doesn't feel quite right to me. Maybe like that. So like I've solved problems in version 1 that allow me to solve new problems in version 2. And so I feel like a lot of the time what people do is they'll do a sketch and then they'll literally just trace the sketch exactly, and they'll go, you know, and they'll zoom way in and they'll be like,
They zoom even more in if they're not very confident.
It's like that sweating meme, like the, You know what I mean? Like they'll just like trace it and they won't think about like moving on to the next stage. So it's like, that's how I think about it, right? It's like, oh, form. Oh, like design. Like you saw the stinking drawing, the meme from Oda. It's not even a meme. It's just how he draws. It's like, in the beginning, it looks terrible. Why? Because he's figuring this stuff out. And then later, all of the other stuff is figured out. Like, that's actually how artists draw. And everybody is going like, oh my gosh, Oda, their art of Luffy in the chair with the crown is so bad. It's like, no, it's good. It's good. They're figuring this stuff out before they move on to the later stuff.
Actually, I want to see what that drawing looks like. What does that look like?
I'll show it to you. I don't know. I'd like find it or something. I don't know if I sent it to someone or something. I feel like I would have sent it to like Fox or something. Maybe not. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, chat. Go look up like Oda speed paint. It's like this recent thing that's been going around.
Maybe I'm gonna look it up.
And it's like, you don't have, like, again, nobody's living in the house that you're building as you're building it, right? The artwork doesn't need to look amazing as it's being drawn. The final result of the artwork is the thing that's supposed to get looked at. Unless you're doing a performance, which is like Christina doing speed draw or draw me. Unless you're doing a performance, then you might think about it. But it's like, nobody's looking at your drawing as you make it. And the more you think about, oh, this needs to be amazing as I make it, the less quality the end result is generally going to have.
I'm just kind of like looking at these. These are not obviously the ones, but like these drawings look fine.
I was like sitting in a chair wearing like a crown. It's like a top-down view. Yeah, like that kind of thing.
Right? Oh, that's not even bad at all.
He'll do like 3 or 4 different
that's so
versions.
Cute.
No, you didn't find the one.
I know I didn't find the one.
Like the one that I'm talking about looks really bad in the beginning, and so everybody's talking about it.
Oh.
But yeah, anyways, like that's what I think about. This would be considered like plussing. I don't remember how you call it, like Plusing, or just we'll do
I don't
this.
know exactly.
Plussing. We'll just do this. And it's like each additional stage of your drawing is going to solve problems you didn't solve in the previous stage. Instead of just going like, I'm just going to trace my last drawing and cross my fingers and pray. Right? And you might go, oh, I'll, maybe in the next stage, I'll think about the silhouette a bit. Like, oh, we'll do that. And then it's like, where's my light source coming from? Oh, well.
Aiko, we have a Ruffle video on our TikTok page. It's one of the recent ones. Colton does a demo on it. It's really good. You can check it out there.
A little turning edge there. Maybe this will all be in shadow. And so will this. Maybe this will have a little bit of softness to it or something. And then it's like you could, I don't know, bring the shadow of it down here. And it's like, again, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in. And then maybe that would be my shadow. And so it's like, I would not be able to do this entire thing as effectively if I try to do everything right here. Like, I'm not going to guess breaking a circle into 6 parts while I'm rendering, while I'm thinking about design, while I'm, thinking about whatever. I can hardly even do it normally.
You guys, not you guys, a lot of people are treating or expecting themselves to be superhuman.
Yeah. Right? And then I would probably take this and I'd do a second one and I'd go 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's say it has 7, right? So we'll go 1, 2, and then I'll like really pay attention to each of these slices being a similar size. So maybe this.
Photoshop is not free.
No. And then I'll try to make like a lot of these the same size. Obviously, you would probably want to use a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, those ones are a little bit smaller now, and I just like adjust and I go, okay, like that one. This one feels a little bit. And you could take an ellipse.
The way you two draw is so satisfying. I would watch you guys for hours. Oh, thanks.
Then
If you have our
take
anime
all-
art school, you'd probably watch us for many, many hours.
Yeah. See, you can bring all of these down. There we go. That's one way you could do it. Like it's an iterative process. Like you can do, and you can do this with paper too. You draw lightly with a pencil. You use another piece of paper and overlay it. All of the perspective class, Eric's Viscom, or I guess they don't call it Viscom anymore. What the heck did they call it?
Perspective? I don't know.
Yeah, all of Eric's perspective class in Art Center is done with paper and a ballpoint pen. Like you can do this on paper. You just overlay another copy paper on top of it.
I love this comment. It says, wait, what? You can just do that?
Yeah. You always can. Always
you
could.
You always could. It's... I mean, like, people draw in so many different ways, but yeah, that's definitely one way they could do it.
Yeah. So if your line work is suffering, give that a try, where you try to solve a specific set of problems with every iteration, and it's foundational, right? It's like a pyramid. At the bottom, at the base, is like proportion, composition, design, pose. And then it's like right above that, you could get volume, three-dimensional forms. Like you're not going to immediately start off with anatomical details of the deltoid and the striations of the pectoralis when you haven't even like figured out the pose or anything. Like you're just going to make it really, really difficult for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If Oda doesn't do it, then we probably shouldn't either.
Or expect ourselves to do it.
What is that guide can be for, like for umbrella or something? Yeah. Like the circle thing, it's just break this, you mean? It's just breaking up a circle in perspective. You can draw it in a top view. See? If I like cut it in half, maybe I'll do like this. You can project it down into perspective on an ellipse. Like this. That would be the middle. This will be this side. This will be right here. This would be right here. And then you can just like, you know, connect the dots. I'm kind of doing it out of order. You can use this to draw like spiral staircases. You can use this to do all kinds of stuff, but it's projection basically, like orthographic projection. I don't remember exactly. You can use it to do all kinds of cool stuff. Like perspective is really cool. Because you can do a lot of stuff just shorthand. I mean, that's what like hair drawing is. Like hair is all freehand perspective drawing. Like curls and coils and all kinds of stuff.
You guys have a tutorial for manga? I know how to draw, but not manga pages somehow.
I would study.
I would study a lot of manga
your
pages.
favorite manga.
Mm-hmm.
They lay them out so differently, compositionally.
Yeah.
But I would also say look into Framed Ink. That's a pretty good book series. There's 2 of them. Marcos Mathieu, Framed Ink.
It's very good.
He has a bunch of books like Framed Perspective, Framed Ink, Framed Drawing Techniques. Very, very, very good artist. Insane. Like, he's super, super good. One of those artists where I, like, physically cannot believe how good he is. I, like, can't even actually comprehend it.
It's like a Craig Mullins type thing.
Mm-hmm. What book I didn't hear? Framed Ink. Framed. Ink. INK. 1 and 2. That book's been around for a long time. The first one was out since I was in high school.
Wow, really?
Since I, like, started.
I have a question. When drawing anatomy, what's your best tip on anatomy? Don't focus on the muscles, focus on proportion and form. Because that'll solve a lot of the problems. The things that you look past is the thing that you should focus on. So it's like, if you look at the body and you're like, ooh, I want to learn the muscles. Like, no, learn beyond that. And then that's it. And if you know the structure, then you can draw.
Ah, it's so loud.
Heckin'
Vico Riggs. I want to watch your video. That's cute.
Oh, it's so cute though.
Oh my gosh, dude, my eardrums.
I recoiled.
I physically.
Wow, did you animate all that, Fico? That's amazing. Of course you did.
Why I would ever have the audio on a Discord video is beyond me. It must have been for a specific reason.
I have no idea why you did that either.
My stinking ears, bro.
It was a what? Funny. Does your chibi video cover chibi anatomy?
Chonker anatomy.
Chibi.
That would be like a cat class.
That would be a cat class. It covers like simple forms of the body, but it's not like, oh, here's like the deltoid, rectus femoris, all that stuff. Nah, it just covers like simple forms that would get you to in the ballpark. Unless you're drawing like a super buff chibi, you don't really need to worry too much about all the whole muscle stuff.
Yeah, unless you're drawing Krillin.
Yeah, unless you're drawing Krillin, exactly.
But there's no reason you wouldn't just take like an anatomy class for that.
Yeah.
I would say chibi anatomy is like simple volumes.
Yeah.
Heck, anatomy in general is just simple volumes.
It literally is.
It's not like 90% of learning how to draw people is understanding simple volumes. The rest of the 10%, you know, and merging simple volumes in with like posing and gesture and design. For sure, it's like almost exclusively that.
I mean, just like think plushies. Plushies are forms, they don't have any anatomy on them, but you can tell what's an arm and what isn't. Like context. Like this is a chibi body, but doesn't need to have anatomy for it to be a chibi body. It's just thin cylinder, thick cylinder. Here's a torso. Small cylinder, then gets thicker if you want it to be like that. That's an arm. This could be just a cylinder stuck into the body and forms like a little underwear shape. There it is. If you want to draw any other body type other than this, and you want it to be more like closer to realism, then you would have to understand a little bit of actual anatomy. And then you would take that information and skin it on this guy. Like if I want this to be buff, I'm changing the body type entirely. Oh, did you want that?
No.
Okay. So like if I want to make this buff, right? I'm using my real anatomy knowledge and then saying, oh, okay, here's my deltoid. Here's my forearm. I'm going to make it blockier this time. And maybe I'll apply a little bit of deltoid, but like since it's a chibi, it's like it doesn't really need all that much detail. It just needs the correct overlaps. Although I think a buff chibi like this is kind of odd looking to me in my opinion, so I don't really go that far. I don't really like make it and turn it into like a bodybuilder. But like here, you can say, oh, okay, I have an opportunity to make the thighs. Here's a sartorius. And the rest is kind of can be up to interpretation.
Yeah, it's like you might get a little bit of the calf, kneecap.
Yeah, maybe a bit of the calf, maybe a little bit of the kneecap in here.
Buff chibi dude.
But I've created a new body type. Oh, like maybe separation of the abs, but like your body doesn't have to look like this unless you really wanted to. And even then, it's like notice I didn't change my shape barely at all. I only like added like subtle changes. That's because I'm kind of giving myself some restraints. It's kind of an interesting body type, though. People be like, "What style is this?" Muscle.
Buff chibi.
Buff chibi. Yeah. If you guys ever had kids, how would you make them artists as well? This random popped in my head.
Make my kids do anything.
Wouldn't make them.
I feel like that would be kind of a recipe for misery for their lives.
I would say like if they show interest in drawing, I'm just gonna let them do their thing until they feel like they really want to improve. Like, I think if we taught art to our kids, it would probably be like, okay, it's like learning your ABCs. But I would only do them if they really like, or like, man, I really want to learn. Because when I remember taking art classes as a kid, I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what the teacher was teaching me. I just did monkey see, monkey do, teacher do, I do. And I didn't understand the concept of foundation until until I was much older. So it's kind of like, we'll see. What is your art like? Can we see your finished artworks? Yeah? If you go to art stations, you can find our work. So Colton's is Colton, or is it just Coolbert?
Yeah, I think so.
You just look this up, Coolbert. This is a 3, by the way. Art station. Mine is just my name.
Do I have them up in a tab?
You probably do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, this is Christina Wu art station.
Yeah, here's Christina's work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my work. My finished artworks. Some of them aren't finished, but others, most of these are finished.
Here's my stuff. I don't know why these are so. Oh, there we go. It's like, I don't know. Maybe that would work better.
Train the kid to be Hokage instead. Be the Hokage. Yeah, Colton's very good at rendering. He's the rendering teacher in our school. And you know, teaches you how to do this kind of stuff first. Learning how to calculate form and shadows, and then you gradually do some more advanced stuff with color, and then in a room, and then bedrooms. It's always so dark. Stupid warm mode. There we go. It's still dark, but yeah, Colton's is the rendering painting teacher. He's great at it. He drew the rooms as well. Yep, he did. He drew it all from scratch. Actually, this was his rough sketch. Not rough sketch, but like this was his like initial sketch for the rooms. And then he just changed the design. But he used the same layout. So this layout then transforms into all the other layouts like this. Use the same base.
Yeah, it's for my class that I teach in our school.
Get out here. How long did it take? It looks so impressive. How long did it take, actually?
I don't remember.
Hours and hours?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe... I don't know. Number of hours per environment. There's 6 of them. My painting class in our school has 6 final environment arts. Where is it?
I'm this close into buying the art school. If you want a little bit more convincing.
Yeah, we are running a promotion right now. You get a free watercolor of your character done live on stream and mailed to you for free. If you get to school before the end of the month.
Yep. And if you do get it and you want it, let us know.
Yeah. Yeah, there's 6 full environments that I do in the end of my painting class. So these are 3 of them. And I paint these all live, and I explain my process and everything. And then these are the interiors.
Yeah, we treat it like an art college. So it's like, it's not just like a class. It's like collection of different classes that are very like progressive.
Yeah, I mean, like Christina was saying, like I start with this kind of stuff. Like these are lessons that I do, like explaining how to think about landscapes and depth and color theory and setting up shots, and that's an ArtStation notification. Someone from stream must have gone there. Setting up high key, low key, mid key, color palettes. I teach you how to do still lifes, how to start with Noton, separate light and dark, think about color. Like this is very similar to like what you would learn in like an oil painting class. This is all digital, of course, but like starting out with your midtones, separating light and dark, thinking about your color palette, choosing your colors, thinking about your warms and your cools, material indication, value grouping. Value grouping is super, super important. It's what we were talking about earlier on stream. Like here, this kind of thing.
So tiny.
Yeah. Where it's like, here, I'll nickel this back.
Does the character have to be anime in style, or can it be cartoon, web, or web WB? I don't know what WB is, or Disney style.
It can be whatever you want.
It can be whatever you want. I'll draw it in my style, which generally leads more towards like an anime style, but you know, we can discuss that and stuff. So yeah, this is school. If you want your parents to look at all of this, it's on our site. You can take a screenshot.
Yeah.
Hey, Myth and Muse. Do you guys have a favorite class that you enjoyed doing a little too much?
Like taking a class or giving a class? Because I do both.
Yeah, I guess I guess that could be both. Is it a website or like an app? It's a website. Yeah, it's a website. You log in, you make an account after you buy the school, and then you log in and it takes you to a website where there's all the videos and stuff. Giving classes? Oh. I think it just depends. We definitely enjoy a lot of our perspective and anatomy classes, like live classes that we give. Like we tend to go like all out on it.
Yeah, I really enjoy those.
Yeah, those are really fun. It's a hard question to answer because I don't think there's like a class where I'm like, oh, I don't like giving this class.
They asked about enjoyed doing a little too much. So what was your favorite class that you've taught?
Probably heads and faces in my anime art school class so far. Because I'm very passionate about head planes and skulls and and stuff. I go very much in depth with that. Anatomy, I don't mind anatomy. Sometimes it can get a little bit tedious though, like because the muscles have to be right. And it takes a lot more research, in my opinion, than like heads and faces do. Like heads and faces is like you get to design, you get to make your own like face shapes and expressions. It's a lot more fun. With anatomy and analytical stuff, it's like, okay, gotta make sure the proportions are correct, gotta make sure the muscles are correct. But I mean, I do get into a flow with that too. But I would say heads and faces is my favorite one so far. I would say the anatomy classes are the ones that I go the most like obsessed over, meaning like I go into a rabbit hole very, very often when I'm teaching anatomy. So when do we go thick or thin on our lines? That is actually completely up to you.
Yeah, it doesn't actually matter. It's about drawing attention to where you want it.
Yeah. Like I'll notice that if someone's like drawing hair, sometimes they'll make the lines thicker where it's like casting a shadow. Like that.
It's like the
Thinner in the
answer
details.
lies where you want to pull people's attention.
Mm-hmm.
People pay attention to higher contrast. So where do you want them to look?
Yep.
A lot of people will make the eyes very dark.
Mm-hmm. That's why they thicken the lines a lot and are very graphic with it.
But there's a
But.
lot of people who do the exact opposite. They'll go, I'm going to make the eyes really low contrast. You'll see it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will go really delicate with certain things and work in a very limited value range. And maybe they'll use contrast of color instead.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It's like, what do we think?
This is all on YouTube already. We're live there.
Yep. Like, I'll notice that when some people shade eyes, it's like
Yeah.
very low contrast. Like, everything's like,
Have a good night.
bye. Everything's done very softly. And even the eyes, for example, is like this. But then they'll go in with a highlight,
That's like crisp.
crisp.
Oh yeah, another contrast is contrast of edge. So soft versus hard.
You know, sometimes they'll have eyes like that, or like really, really soft pupils, but a little bit harder than the actual pupil. Like, I've seen that style many times too. They're just doing the same thing as everyone else is. They're just deciding, oh, I'm gonna make everything like, I'm just gonna show contrast of edge and low value structure.
Yeah. You say it takes longer to draw with very thin lines or thick lines? I think it depends on your process more than the size of your line.
Mm-hmm. They'll be like, what style is this? It's always fun doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's like, I wouldn't call that a style. I would say it's utilizing a couple principles. It's low contrast. The highlights are crisp,
Yep.
which means they have hard edges. So it's like low contrast, crisp spots, crisp highlights. So it's like if I were to look at somebody's style and go, oh, I want to replicate that, or I want to understand what they're doing, like what I would look at here is I would go, oh, that's, you know, I would look at those things. They're like pulling different levers.
But on your opinion, what would you say?
I would say it would depend on your process.
Yeah.
You could draw fast or slow with thin lines, and you can draw fast or slow with thick lines.
Yeah, it depends on your own speed. And how much you can get done with the specific line work.
Yeah. It's almost like style is the answer to like this like unknown factor.
Yeah.
That people will go like if I look at your work or if I look at an artist's work, I'll like see that they're doing certain things. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. They're using really high contrast with light and shadow. Or like what you drew right here. It's like, oh, you're using low contrast except nice crisp highlights. But like with someone who's never learned about specular highlights, they'll go, oh, what style is that? Or you know what I mean? It's almost like it's like a filler word to like answer these question marks. But I would go specular highlight. Specular highlight. You know, specular highlight.
It's like, what's the pattern? That's a style. Like, what's the pattern that the artist is using? Oh, well, everything that could be soft is even softer.
Yeah.
Things that could be hard get even, harder. And so, like, speculars are generally really, really hard. And against a soft thing like an iris, it's like, okay, this is a very big focal point. So I'm just going to emphasize or de-emphasize certain things.
Yeah. But, like, this is Christina controlling her hand. This has nothing to do with the brush at all.
No.
Like, she could do this with almost any brush. It's like the principle, right? It's like low contrast there, high contrast there.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you'll get this brush, which is for free, by the way, on our website, drawanime.com. You'll get this brush, and it won't work that way because it's Christina's understanding of the principle, not the brush that's creating the effect.
Yeah.
She could do this with 100% opaque brush that is, like, basic round with a mouse.
Yeah. I could. It would just take me more time.
It's like low contrast, high contrast. So don't be disappointed when it doesn't happen. I would say the best thing, this brush is best at sketching, kind of like pencil type sketching.
Mm-hmm. And it's also good to, like, you don't have to think about this style in one go. A lot of times you can sketch the eye shapes and get all that stuff beforehand and then apply those effects later. It's another way to do it. Like, I've seen eye shapes, or like the way how some people shade eyes is like they'll have a very pure color, but the irises will literally be like gray. And it's so interesting. Like, they'll literally use gray for that, for like the darker bits.
Yeah, like shape is going to be like the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the shape tells you what it is.
Yep.
Shape is determined by a lot of different factors. Perspective, the form of the thing. I should draw faces like that sometime.
That'd be cute.
It'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna decide, okay, well, instead of the traditional, like, oh, shadows are darker outline, I'm just gonna use a different color to use a hue shift. And I'm not going to make it very high contrast because I've set my rules in this image that this is a pretty low contrast piece. So probably the darkest areas will probably be up to like this point right here. So anything darker than that, like this, may cancel out the effect that I'm wanting. So, like, think of it like a style is like a filter. You have general, like, light and dark contrast, but then you're like, okay, but I'm gonna make the contrast even smaller. I can still tell what it is based on my shapes, but I'm not going to use my same decisions. I think there's also another misconception that, like, art has to be made in a specific way, or specific, like, you have to use specific colors, but that's also just an assumption. And right now I'm just experimenting. I'm experimenting based on what I've seen other artists do, and also more like, what could be kind of fun, what could be like a really interesting scenario. Like, even my blush, I'm not going like this, too intense. Soften it. Make it blend in a little bit more. wrapping around the form. Fundamentals still apply. There we go. It's cute. I like it. And then you can decide, oh, should I make it a line work? Or should I draw like a little holding line on the outside? Would that disrupt the initial style? If not, and it actually enhances it, then I'm like, okay, that's added to the style guide. What if there's like a little slightly dark outline over here? That could be cool. How long did it take for you to get this good, and how intense was your practice? It's just been a lifelong process. I've drawn ever since I was 4, and I never really stopped. I got serious and started learning the fundamentals at around 16, and then I just kept practicing. You know, I took some serious art classes when I was in college, and then I just continued practicing. So it's just a lifelong thing. And then how intense was your practice? There were seasons where areas where practice was more intense. Like when I was in college, there were times where I'm like, okay, I really got to ramp up my homework because that's the teacher assigned it. They assigned a lot of homework, so you have to get the mileage in. Other times, you know, it was more relaxed, and it was just more of just repeating the same exercises and making more illustrations. So it just depends on the season. Like when I'm taking a class, and I'm like really like, okay, I really got to finish this class. I'm going to do my best on it. Then my workload will be higher. You know, I wish I could say, oh, I practice XYZ amount a day. No, I don't. Oh, but streaming does make it so that I draw at least almost every day. I would say the longest I've gone without drawing was probably a few days. I start having withdrawals after that. I'll be like, oh, I need something to draw. Oh. I feel like this could be even lighter. Oh, this is so cute. It's like almost like a felt tip. Like not felt tip. It's almost like a plushie made of felt. It's kind of cute. Can you try hip paint? I don't know what that is. Is that like an art program? If I want to get better, should I focus more on sketch-like practice or full illustrations?
Both.
Yeah, both.
Batch skills and component skills.
Mm-hmm.
Like you train things individually, but then you train them all together.
Yeah.
You definitely want both.
Is there a way I could join the school? Right here. Drawanime.com, that is our website, and then it's labeled the yellow button. And we are holding a promotion where if you get it, you get a watercolor of your own character and sent to you. And this will be done on stream, so this is just a sample artwork of what it will look like. I think specific practice that exercises like your fundamentals, like figure drawing or rendering or whatever design exercises, and then combining that and putting those like processes together in an illustration is a great way to practice. Like it's like a focus practice and then more putting everything together. that way, like, you can still have fun while practicing. It's not just like drudgery. You're not just doing like, I don't know, anatomy muscle drawing for like 10 hours or not 10 for like 10 months straight and never doing a single illustration. It's like, no, like once you learn some anatomy, put it in an illustration where it would require it.
Yeah, it doesn't even really help you that much to just hyper focus on one thing without trying to apply it.
Yeah.
Motivation wise, especially as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, now you definitely want to like spend enough time practicing something, but that doesn't mean you can't go and experiment.
Yeah. Like, that's why when people ask, like, oh, should I master this and then do XYZ? I'm like,
No.
no. Because that's literally not how art works. Like, you just make your own thing.
It's like mastering saying a word before learning another word.
Yeah.
Like trying to learn a language where you're like, you learn one single word at a time and completely master it before anything else.
Yep.
So you don't really learn language like that.
But I totally understand that kind of mindset as well, because like for a lot of people, master means you are able to do like some drawing and you and that's it. Like you mastered the front view.
The word master is a very, very, very intense word.
It is a very intense word.
That might get thrown around a little bit.
Too lightly.
Yeah, a little bit too
Yeah, that's a
lightly.
really good point. And the idea of mastery also changes as you get better. So like that's another thing. That's why it's like not the best word to use. But I'm just digressing.
I would say I'm very far from a master of anything.
Yeah.
Anything art related. Mastery is pretty intense word.
Mm-hmm. I think fluent is a better word.
Yeah, fluency. Like, you don't have to master a language before you're able to, like, roughly navigate around in a country that only speaks that language.
Yeah.
Mastery would be like you're an award-winning linguist in that language.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fluency would be like, yeah, you can get around.
Yeah.
I really do think about art similarly to, like, language.
Mm-hmm. Like, fluency basically requires, can you draw this generally without, like, a lot of struggle? Like, do you have a process that you follow? And you're like, yeah, I can tackle most of this, and then I'll have to look for specific reference later for additional help. Like, that's like fluency. You have any other hobbies other than art? Gardening. That's my other hobby. I love how the next question is, how can I master human anatomy? What's the easiest way to do that?
You're not going to find that here.
No. Oh yeah, I do baking and every now and then. I mean, I cook and stuff because I like cooking. I wouldn't consider it a hobby though, because now that's just kind of what I do for life because I like cooking. But yeah, every now and then I'll bake some things. If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for work? This business, teaching, that is what we do for work. But Colton used to do concept art for work before this business. Thanks, Nana. What kind of bangs are your favorites to draw? Probably Mickey bangs. But I mean, I like drawing a lot of different kinds. I think Mickey's bangs is the one I draw the most because it's a very common and just really nice looking bangs to draw. But I like drawing different kinds though. It's not like I have a favorite or another. It's more like which ones that I find I commonly draw. Art school with you guys is the same price all the time?
I don't know what that means.
Can you clarify that? If you're talking about our anime art school, it is $497 for the entire thing. So like, I mean, yeah, we haven't changed this price since, I don't know, we never changed it. What brush you use for sketching? It's this brush right here. You can get it on our site for free. I think they were asking if you offer a coupon. We do sometimes.
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
Not right now.
We're doing another promotion right now where if you do get our anime art school, you get a watercolor of your own OC if you want that. And yes, anime art school, hoping to get funds together to do that soon. It's a great deal.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, right now it is $497.
Yeah, it really is a great deal.
It is a great deal, even without coupons, honestly.
I mean, the full payment is less than one of multiple payments for a different program.
Yeah. I've seen art classes that are more expensive than what we offer, and they have less content. So.
Oh my gosh, dude, 3 or 4 times.
Like
as
literally.
expensive, usually.
Have you considered breaking the content so someone could just get the anatomy section for less?
No.
No, it comes. It's. For some reason I lost the words. You can tell it. You can say it.
I don't know. No.
No.
Not really. I would build a separate class.
Mm-hmm.
If I wanted a class on a particular thing, I would build a separate class that's a standalone. But
Yeah.
the classes are not designed to be taken
Alone.
as its own standalone thing. At least most of the classes aren't. It builds.
Yeah.
It builds on previous stuff. It's like a college. You know, there are classes out there that are meant to be taken alone. But art is very process driven and things build upon each other.
Mm-hmm.
So our anime art school program was designed as a whole unit.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just kind of show you. Class 1, towards the finals, will have some trace elements of anatomy in it because I'm doing like portraits and stuff. And sometimes a portrait or an illustration that features heads can also include the body. So like, if you, assuming that you were taking both the head drawing class and the anatomy class at the same time, you would be able to do something like this towards the end of class 1. But if you don't know it at all, then it's like, and if this was a standalone class, then you'd be missing a lot of this information. So it's like kind of it does build upon itself. So yeah. Oh, that is so cute, Colton. I love that.
I'm kind of doing what you did.
I think yours is a very... You have a really nice head shape right there. It looks really good.
That's good because I messed with it for a while.
Looks like you did it just first try. I'm kidding. I mean, it does. Looks like you were like effortless with it.
Now, our anime art school is like, this is the absolute best that we can do. to get someone as good as possible in a year.
Yeah. It's a great way to say it.
Like, that is our big attempt at going, how close can we get to an alternative for, like, a college? It's not supposed to be like, how can we teach people anatomy as fast as possible?
Mm-hmm. Or like, what shortcuts can we take? Like, we don't take shortcuts. That is
Yeah.
not our style.
Anime art school is definitely not a shortcut class. It's like a, you wish you could go to college, but you can't class.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean we wouldn't build other classes that are like, if you want to learn something quickly and just have the basics. I'm not against building those at all. It's just not what anime art school is.
Yeah.
I think a class that tries to be everything kind of fails at all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So we just make different classes on different things.
Is he drawing too? Yeah, he is. Show it.
Just doing something similar to what Christina did earlier.
Doesn't look so good. I'm about to go to school. Awesome.
Don't be late.
But how many students do you get every year-ish? I'm curious how many people enter the school.
Every year? I don't know. I haven't counted this year.
Yeah, I haven't counted this year. But we have a total of over 300 students now.
Yeah, there's over 300.
Lash color is really lovely. I agree. Oh, something's weird.
Something.
Yeah.
Busted button. Gold Recluse. Thank you very much.
Oh,
$4.99
thank you.
super chat. Can we get some W's in the chat for Gold Recluse with the $4.99? Still don't know why the audio is not working for these.
Yeah, that's kind of weird,
That's
honestly.
really annoying. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. W.
WW.
What do we have? There we go. Ba, 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 ba.
Crap. What did their sketch look like? You know, something that I thought was super helpful when I first learned it was just knowing that I could draw over something. Like, I didn't have to have this pristine artwork and try to follow to a T. Like, I could just, like, literally wipe it off and then just, like, redraw.
Yeah, that's very prominent in oil painting.
Mm-hmm.
Is like wiping and then repainting.
Yeah. It, like, really gets me out of the, oh my gosh, like, this perfectionist mood. I remember when I was taking Bob Cotto's class, he's like, you drew this sketch that you tried really hard on, and then you had to cover everything in, like, this really dark umber for the background. And he's like, basically paint it until you can just barely see it. And I was like, crap. Now what did I even draw? But, like, I would give myself enough hints to be able to remodel it and stuff. It was definitely an interesting exercise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited to draw my OCs lately. Thank you guys for making this school, and the fact that it's flexible literally is amazing. Oh, thanks! Yay!
Awesome. I'm glad you you like it.
Yeah, I'll be shipping the watercolor soon, by the way.
Yes.
So we still have your package, Lizzie. No worries. Can freelancers be a fun job? Can freelancers be a fun job?
Freelancers? You freelancing? Yeah, I mean it can.
If you make it to be, like, if you decide that it's gonna be fun, then it's gonna be fun. If you find ways to make it not fun, then it's not gonna be fun. And you also determine like what is fun for you. Like you may think that, oh, doing art on my own time and figuring out payment and stuff is fun. Some people may not find that very fun. So it's just like mindset thing.
I loved freelance. I like the variety of jobs to work on. I like I like the diversity in different projects. I found that fun when I was freelancing.
That's kind of an interesting. Look at this.
Ooh,
I don't know.
that's fun.
Something I did something. I don't know what I did. Actually, I kind of know. I used like a really dark saturated blue to contrast the darker green, and it was very much similar color. And then I just added like a bottom side to it, and it created this result. Sometimes you'll create styles on accident. That's very common as well.
Yeah, happy accidents.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Happy accidents.
Lots of that kind of stuff.
And it really makes you realize that it's all about the shape. As long as the shape is correct and you can tell what it is, then it really doesn't matter what colors or values you use.
It's so important.
It's so abstract. Everything's
I mean,
abstract.
That's why like form drawing and perspective is so important, because like the angle of that you're looking at something completely determines the shape. Just entirely. Like if you're looking at a sword, the angle that you're looking at the sword will change everything about the shapes that you're looking at.
It's so true. What if I added pink? It'd be kind of cute, actually. Pink and the blues. That's really pretty.
Tinkle. Then we'll head out.
Okay. Yeah, sure. That's fine with me. We're doing good, Donna. Hey. Love your work and really enjoying your process live. Can you guys plug your socials or portfolios? Yeah. If you look up our art stations, this is Colton's art station. This is my art station. That is our portfolios and stuff. Her eyes feel very ocean coated. They're like the teal ocean. Let's see. Okay, I want some of this green in here. This is a fun experiment. Maybe I'll just extend her head too, so it doesn't look like she has a flat head. Just do that. There we go. Thank you. In 4 weeks, I'm teaching my students how to draw chibi heads. Oh, that's awesome. That sounds so fun. Why are the shadows of the hair grayish? Color theory, or her hair fades out to the color? It's just color theory. Yeah, I just decided to make the shadows gray because I thought it was kind of neat. It's just also because I've seen that solution before, and I thought it was a really interesting take. Kind of subverts expectations. Do you think Nomad Sculpt will help me as an artist? I don't know. I don't know.
Isn't it just an app?
I think it's just a... Yeah. I don't think sculpting would hurt your art skills. Try it. Just try it. It won't hurt. Because it's like you're just trying a different medium. Do you have Procreate brush recommendations? This brush right here, for free. This is actually the same exact brush that I used for this little painting right here. So I use it for sketching, I use it for painting, I use it for a lot of different things. Well, you want to wrap up?
Yeah.
Sick. Hey, Arisha. We do have a lot of tips on bodies. We have a video on our channel right here. You can check it out on our YouTube channel. We have a video specifically on bodies because we're going to be wrapping up. Ibis Paint X a good drawing app? I've heard it is. A lot of people use it. I tend to twist and turn my canvas a lot. Should I try to just train my wrist to a single position? It's
Not
okay to rotate it.
necessarily.
Yeah, it's totally fine to rotate. Some angles are easier to draw in than others. So yeah, just if you do it a lot, it could also be because you're zooming in too much, and then it forces you to twist it all the time because you're like trying to switch positions. That could also be another reason. Do you guys post your VODs? Yes, it is on our YouTube channel. I think there's a tab called like live streams, and then you'll see it there. Do you know Amazon has a limit of 10 books you can publish a week?
I can't imagine I would publish more than 10 books in a week.
I know, right? Unless they're probably using like AI to write a story and they're just like, I don't know, batch making them or something. That is so cute. I love that. Yeah, you're welcome, Mads.
No, I had no idea.
I had no idea either. Yeah, you're welcome, Anthony. I feel like you guys been live for 4 hours. Have we been live for 4 hours?
3.5 hours.
3.5. Yeah, that's close enough. Ooh, I'm excited for adobo tonight.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm. All right. Nice little bit of practice.
Yeah. All right. Well, everybody, thank you for hanging out. We are going to be going live all day on Saturday. Don't forget, 11 a.m.
Yes.
Pacific. We're going to be going live the whole day, and
Yeah.
that'll also be the end of the
Watercolor.
watercolor promotion. So on that note, we are going to wrap up. Have a good night, everybody. And yeah, we'll see you later this week as well.
Whoa, look at that rose.
Meow meow.
That's so
What?
pretty.
What is that?
Thank you. Rose hand? I don't even know what the
Meow,
name
meow,
is.
Meow meow meow. I don't know. Rose hand, dude. Meow. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye bye, YouTube.
Bye.